everyone, today I'm going to show you how I build my chatbot, explain the code, a step-by-step guide so you can build one too. Let's get into it. So I made one that's a specialist on the Falcon 9 rocket. And yeah, I put in this information and you have to choose your files. So this is what it kind of looks like, and then when you run everything, you should be able to ask a question. So here I asked it some questions like what is SpaceX? And it says here it's like a private American aerospace company. So yeah. However, I'm going to start from scratch with you guys. So the first thing you want to do is find a topic. So brainstorm and find one interesting topic. Alright, so I'm going to replicate the one I did before, and I'm going to choose a Falcon 9 rocket as my thing, but you can choose anything. You can choose a singer, an athlete, literally anything you want. Now, the next step is to get as much information as you possibly can on your topic. The more information you get, the more precise, accurate, and better your chatbot will be. So, imagine, look, where is Falcon 9 today? Wait, that's not where So, you're going to go to text edit. Here, make sure it's in plain text. This is the most important part. Okay, and you put this. Musk, well, let's put Elon Musk. So, Elon Musk maintains, okay, yeah. So, this information. Now we're going to save this. Make sure it's in text. Now that you have your information, make sure it's in text. So go to Google Colab. So you go here, and we're going to make a new notebook. Wait, let's also open my last chatbot. I'll put all the code, by the way, in an article that I'll write, so you can just copy it from there. Okay, so it should look something like this when you create a new notebook, and just name this into whatever you like. So, alright, so name it something that you will remember. And then for our code, the first thing that I'm going to do is take, alright, so, let's see if this works. So this is basically just so we can get our files. Okay, it works, amazing. So here, we can choose our files, and I'll put these three things. Okay, so we go like this, and we take all three of these, and to see if it works, it says this and it says saving. Okay, amazing, so this works. By the way, to add more code, you just click here, there, and you get a new code. And to run them, you click on this. Now, I continued doing the chatbot because I was filming, and I wasn't really filming. I had some trouble, but now I'm back. And so I made the chatbot, and yeah. However, wait, I'm gonna go step by step. Okay, so first of all, this gave me so much trouble. I'm actually going to drop the clip after, but I had to troubleshoot this for a long time because I was forgetting to define uploading. Alright, so here basically the text, it's creating an empty space where I can put where the chatbot just stores all the files that I gave it here. Then this is a loop, so it's gonna repeat this, and what it's doing here, it's opening the file. The R means it's reading the file, then which I said UFT in my code, and I got it wrong, so I had an error on that as well. But it's fine. I changed it out to TF, and what it does is basically allows the chatbot to read it correctly the information, and then it closes the file. And when I basically said that when it works, just print loaded amount of text that you have documents. So here it says loaded 3 documents when you run it. Next up, quick, you just have to write this code so you can install the quiet line chain sentence transformers, because you're going to need it here. But what does this actually mean? Okay, so it looks like a lot right now because it has all of this, but the computer does that for you. All you need to do right now is just understand this. So, to be honest, what it does is it takes all the information you gave it, all the files, and just turns it into vectors so the computer can understand it better by itself. The best thing about the numbers is that it lets the computer compare it to the meaning of the text. So it actually understands what the information is. And then we have our last piece of code before our chatbot is ready. So here, it looks like a lot, but I'm going to simplify it here. What it does is basically you give it a question, right? For example, what type of engine does it use? Then it's going to turn that question into vectors. As you saw here, all the information we gave it before was into vectors. So it's going to compare those two vectors and find the ones that are closest in meaning and then give you that answer. I also had a little bit of fun, and when I said print, I put, I'm ready, shoot me a question, I bet I can answer it, even if it's a hard one, smiley face. Type exit to quit our interesting conversation. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't know, it was quite fun. So, it used to say 500 words here, but that was just too much. Like, it gave me like paragraphs of text. So, I think 100 words is pretty good. So, yeah. And I'm also going to test if I say exit, I want it to say goodbye. So, let's try. So, the first question I asked it was, okay, I'll be back. Okay, so, what percent of the company does Elon Musk own? I already asked it before, but yeah, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna ask it another question. I'm gonna say, who made the Falcon 9 rocket? So technically, I kind of told me who made it, so it's good. But it could be better because I kind of just, since I give it 100 words strictly, it just cuts off. So yeah, we can fix that though. Lastly, let's test. I say exit, it should say goodbye. It does. Alright, that's it for my chatbot. And that's the end of the video. I hope you learned something and that now you understand the code. It's better to understand some of it than nothing. So yeah, I hope you leave the video today learning something new. And by the way, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. That code is not 100% mine. It's not actually mine. I didn't make it, but I modified it for this project. So yeah. So I'm not going to take full credit of it. It's not 100% mine. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you can do this project. If you're a beginner, it should take, 10 to 15 minutes. It's really not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's pretty straightforward. And you'll actually build a project. Bye. See you in the next video.